Welcome back. You're watching Breaking Market News. Let's talk about some more stocks which are in the news because of their earnings posted, and that's Suzlon Energy. The stock is currently logged in its upper circuit. It's up about 10% at this point in time. The company has posted its fourth quarter numbers, and to know more about the fourth quarter earnings, we're joined by Mr. Kirti Vagadia, Group Head Finance at Suzlon Energy. Thank you so much, sir, for speaking to us here on NDTV Profit. Tell us about the performance in the fourth quarter. Your overall loss has narrowed down considerably. How is the EBITDA margin like?
Yeah, on EBITDA, I think as I mentioned that EBITDA has been positive for first time after 7 consecutive quarter loss at EBITDA level. So that is a remarkable operating performance, and that is primarily possible due to few factors like increase in the revenue. Revenue for Q4 has been highest across all 8 quarters, and there are 2 other factors like change in product mix and market mix and tighter control on cost after completion of our operational restructuring.
Right. Do you think, sir, your current order pipeline is strong enough to sustain this EBITDA margin?
Yeah, my order pipeline continue to remain, even my firm order backlog continue to remain at almost 64,000 crore, which is strong enough to cover more than almost, I would say, 18 months plus. So that is not an issue. The key is we need to focus on execution.
All right. Sir, we also have to look at the debt. Your interest cost was 578 crores. Do you see this coming down? If yes, how will this go down?
Okay, there are, I would say that some amount of imbalance on a quarterly interest burden, but I would say that currently our quarterly interest burden is roughly at about 430 to 450 crore.
All right, sir. You also said for you the focus is execution. How has execution picked up in the fourth quarter, and what are your expectations in the quarters ahead?
Okay, we would not prefer to give any official guidance on that, but I would say that market is going to grow by almost 40% in this year as compared to last year, because last year was a bad year for the industry. So there is a tailwind available to us. Now it is up to us on execution. We do have strong order backlog, and we hope to outperform the market.
Right. So do you think that the worst is over for Suzlon?
They are definitely behind us.
Right. And sir, there is some news coming in that you are looking to raise around 1,000 crores by selling your non-core assets. Could you confirm that to us?
See, first of all, it is not a new news. Basically, you know that since last 2 years, we have been running our non-core asset sale program. We talked about roughly 400 million a couple of years back, that we will raise about 400 million from asset sale. We have already realized 700 crore in last 1 year. So the balance target is roughly about 1,000 crore ahead of us for next 12 months.
And sir, are you also looking at other kinds of fundraising, perhaps by listing of repower?
As we mentioned that we are going to rebalance or optimize our capital structure, and Senvion is definitely a very strong marquee asset in our asset portfolio. Sector is getting a strong momentum on valuation and availability of capital. So valuation of many wind OEM has improved significantly. Almost people are trading at 10x EBITDA, which was previously at about 4x of EBITDA. So significantly improved valuation in a Western capital market. So this is one of the options under active consideration with us, but we have not finalized yet on that option.
So you also spoke about your product mix changing for the better. Can you tell us what has happened there? And there were some quality issues that were raised in the US. Have you been able to address those? Have you been able to work on perhaps improving the image as well? Can you give us more details there?
Yeah, first of all, quality issue is something which is 2008. It is fairly behind us for a long period. Thereafter, we have sold thousands of wind turbines without any problem anywhere in the world. So that is behind us long back. This was 2008 issue which you are referring to. So far as the product is concerned, as you might be aware that in last 2 years, despite a challenging period, we continued our aggressive investment into technology, and we have focused on reducing the cost of energy or bringing down the life cycle cost of energy. And that is helping our customer to have more viable wind power project. We have came up with a new product in each product segment, which is 2 megawatt segment, 3 megawatt segment and 6 megawatt segment, which is offshore. In 2 megawatt, you might know that we migrated from S88 to 9X, which is S97, and then we are moving to S111. In this also we have increased our tower height to 120 meters. So that way we are improving constantly on a product, and improved product is improved realization for our customer, because at every one generation we are increasing the energy output by 15 to 20%, right, and that gives us better price realization as well.
Right. Now, this is the new government who's taking a lot of decisions. What's your expectation when it comes to from the new government? Do you see better days ahead for wind power?
Our expectation is definitely a stable and long-term policies for our sector. As you are aware that interest is the only fuel cost in wind energy sector. So we at least expect funding which meet global standard in cost and tenure both. We really expect long tenure, about 20 years life loan cycle time as compared to 12 years available right now. And the accelerated depreciation which was taken back in March 2012, if that can be reintroduced, it is a lot of help, a lot of investment can come into wind sector from small and medium enterprise and manufacturing sector, because this was an investment coming for captive consumption of power by having accelerated depreciation as a benefit.
Right. Many thanks, Mr. Vagadia, for joining us here on NDTV Profit and sharing with us about the performance of the company in the fourth quarter, as well as your plans ahead for financial year 2015. The stock is currently locked in upper circuit. It has gained about 10% during the trading session today. Moving on, let's talk about the